As we know, a website is a collection of different web pages. Let me show you, for example, when you go to not Instagram, let's say GitHub. So this is a website, and if we want to go to another web page, so this is one web page. Let's say this is another web page. You see, it's the same website but a different page. So this is what we're going to do in this lesson. We're going to create links which will link to other pages within the website. So first things first, we must create the page. So inside our editor, we create a new file, and let's save it first. Save. Make sure it's in the same directory as the current page you have. Let's call this contact.html. The name doesn't matter. Now we have this. Let's create the page. So the title, let's contact, and let's give it inside the heading, let's give it an h1 tag. Let's call it contacts page. So we save this, and let's open the folder and let's try to open the page. Okay, now we have different pages. This one is the index.html, this one is the contact.html. Now what we're trying to do is connect this page, or we have a link in this page. We have a link in this page. So this one, we have a link in this page where it can link to this new page. So how do we do this? Number one, there are two ways we can do this. The first one is using absolute path, and the next one is using the relative path. So we'll first start with the absolute path. So we begin with the a tag. Let's call it contacts. Now inside the reference, we need to put a path, a file path that links to this page. So what we do, we go to the file folder, and under contact, we look at properties. Under properties, you look at the parent folder. So this is the absolute path, so I'll just copy this and write it here and paste it here. And finally, the name of the page is contact.html. So let me save this. I think this should work. Okay, now we have contacts, and once I click it, you see it opens this page. So what we've done is we've linked it using the absolute path. Next, I'll show you the relative path. So relative path is a simpler way of writing this. So what it does, you write the path in relation to the current folder. So in this case, they're in the same folder, so you can just reference it directly. So just write contact.html, and let's write this one, contacts. Okay, so these are contacts A. You see it still links the other one, which is this is absolute path and relative path. As you can see, the path remains the same, but when you're writing it here using the relative path is quite easy, because you just reference it in relation to where the current page is. So let us leave it like this. Save this just to confirm if it works. Again, you see we have opened the next page. And finally, inside the contact page, we want to create a link which will link back to the index page. just think about it, how you're going to do it. I'm going to give you 3 seconds, 30 seconds, starting now. How are we going to link these pages? Now from the contact page, we want to link it back. I think you've got it right. What I'll do, I'll just copy this and paste this on this side. Now instead of contacts, we'll name it as home, and in the reference now we are referencing index.html. So we change this one into index.html and save this. Now if we come to the page and click on contacts, now we have the link. Once we click it, we go back to the previous page. So congratulations, we are done with the links. I can give you something else. Maybe inside the link, what you can do, you can also link a title or any element. What you have to do is just wrap it inside the anchor tag. So let's say h1 here. Let's give it home. So contacts, as you can see, it's a link. The heading has now been turned into an anchor tag. I can go back there. So it doesn't mean that you have to write it plainly like this. You can even put an image as a link. Later we'll see when you put images, maybe videos, or just any element. Even this paragraph, you can just wrap it inside an anchor tag, and this whole paragraph will be clickable. So in the next video, we'll continue with this contacts page, and I will touch on forms, how to create forms, and so have you. Thank you very much.